Hello, I am King Mac, and I'd like to thank you all for watching this feature presentation on YouTube. Be sure to enjoy a hot fresh cheeseburger with some french fries and a nice soft drink. Thank you for watching, and now here is our feature presentation of TTBurger game reviews on YouTube.
Welcome back, everybody! Nice to see you all here for another Remastered Game review, hey? Well, you're in luck, because we're on episode 5 of my Remastered Game reviews. This is part 2 of 3 of my SpyHunter Remastered Series review. We got lots to talk about here. Before I get started, shoutouts to Free Green HD and SubZeroMNX for King Mac, and shout out to my buddy JJ Jaguar A9. Hope you all doing well, and let's continue here. Before we get started, hot and fresh off the grill, ready to be served. This is the hot and fresh TTBurger grill, to be exact. It's a TTBurger recap to show you all what you missed. I took a look at SpyHunter 2001 for the PlayStation 2 and gave it a perfect 10 out of 10 because the game was perfect and all the way around, aside from like the length and the multiplayer not being that deep. But still, it's definitely a great game. Definitely worth owning in your collection. Definitely check out if you have a PlayStation 2 for sure. The PlayStation 2 version is the best version of the bunch. The other version has some graphical issues, frame rate issues, and stuff like that. So, PlayStation 2 version is the best one, definitely. But today we're gonna zoom ahead to the year 2003, 2 years after SpyHunter 2001 came out, and it was perfect timing for the holiday season. It was like came out a month before Christmas Eve. We got it right here. This is SpyHunter 2 for the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox, released on November 24th, 2003. Sadly, SpyHunter 2 did not receive the same love and care that the first SpyHunter game did on the PlayStation 2. And you wonder, how is that possible? Well, simple. Take the fun factor out of the first game, make the game overly difficult for no reason whatsoever, difficult and frustrating, and there you go. It's not the worst game ever made, but still, compared to the first game, it really took a huge step backwards. There are still some fun moments in SpyHunter 2, but in the end, it just is a short, uninteresting, uninspiring game that could have had more going for it. The story here is the first problem. There's almost no story here. You play as the SpyHunter, now known as Alex Sex, who destroyed Nostra and their plan, the Four Horsemen, and is out to destroy the rest of Nostra once and for all, taking over the world in his new G8155 Interceptor. Also, he's accompanied by Agent Vanessa Duval, who is working with the IES. And you're probably wondering, what is Nostra's plan? How do these two know each other? Well, you won't know, because that's all the story has to offer. It doesn't explain anything. It doesn't explain Nostra's evil plan. It doesn't explain why Alec and Duval know each other. You almost know nothing about these supporting characters, and the story's just, yeah, stop the bad guys, and that's it. I mean, I know the SpyHunter 1 storyline was like that, but it had more detailed character development and told you what was going on. Here, this isn't the case at all. It's like they put the storyline in at the last minute, and that was that. Hey, for SpyHunter 2's presentation, what happened here? The first game had great graphics. It took advantage of the PlayStation 2's hardware. Here, the graphics are bland and uninspiring. Sure, the G8155 Interceptor looks decent at best, but everything else looks like it came from a last-gen game, a first-gen PlayStation game to be exact. The CG cutscenes look nice to say the least, but the enemy models and the backgrounds look generic-looking and nothing going on. The frame rate is okay overall, but this looks worse than its predecessor. Like, what happened here? SpyHunter 2's sound is a little bit of better, but not by much. Meh. The music's pretty generic rock and techno tracks, nothing to say here. I will say the theme song, Dark Carnival by American singer-songwriter Vanessa Carlton, is awesome, and she's one of my favorite singers, but that's the only good part about the sound. The voice acting there is not really much aside from the cutscenes and the Interceptor's voice, so I can't really say if it's good or bad. You decide that. SpyHunter 2's gameplay is what has mainly taken a turn for the worse. It's not super duper bad, like horrible, but it'll leave you scratching your head, wondering what happened. And hell, I'm literally scratching my head right now, wondering what happened. Getting the goods out of the way, SpyHunter 2 plays like SpyHunter. You have the interceptor, you complete your objectives, you shoot down the enemies and stuff like that, and there you go. SpyHunter 2 for PlayStation 2 offers some new features like off-road mode, making it easier to drive on certain roads. You can transform into a boat for the water areas, and those are good aspects for sure, but now we have the bads. First off, there are a total of 16 missions to play through, and while there's more than last time, a lot of the missions are so short you can beat them in 5 minutes or less. There's no variety to the missions, just shoot, 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 and shoot some more. There are some missions where you have to chase a target or defend a target or so, but those are pretty rare. And also the game is overly difficult for no reason whatsoever. And I do not mind games with a challenge factor, but here we have an overly difficult game for no reason whatsoever other than being difficult. I mean, there are certain missions that are very, very hard for no reason whatsoever, like the second or third level in Russia. You gotta like defend this airplane so it can take off, and if it's destroyed, you're going back to the beginning because the plane is so big. It's hard to like target everything, and you will get stuck sometimes too. I did beat the level and stuff, but the game did not get that much better. It does not help the fact that there are no checkpoints at all in the missions, so you die, back to the beginning of the level for you. You can be very, very close to the end, and you die. Good luck to you, you're starting over. The only way to beat some of these levels is with cheat codes, but I do not want to use cheat codes. I mean, why should I have to use cheat codes to beat the game? I just could not believe that they would do this to SpyHunter 2. I really thought this was going to be an improvement over SpyHunter 2001, but I was wrong. Very, very wrong. It just, wow, I can't believe it there. I mean, and also I gotta mention here, with the controls there too. I should have mentioned with the controls. For some odd reason, pressing up on the D-pad transforms you into the bike mode, and the bike mode is mainly for when your interceptor gets destroyed, it transforms into the bike. But if you do that right away, you're pretty much making yourself weaker. I mean, why would they do that? Especially have the up button do that. Out of all the buttons, you're gonna have the up button. You can actually hit the up button by mistake when you're driving and stuff, and you're gonna transform into the bike, so you're probably just restarting the level. And it could have been nice if they had the select button or something do that, but the up button, give me a break. Jesus Christ, give me a break. I mean, and also the way your interceptor moves, it feels kind of floaty-like and stuff. It feels like a floaty car on ice, on watery ice or so. That's just how it is there. I mean, this was a huge step backwards. I couldn't believe how bad this was. I really couldn't believe it. Final thoughts here. If you need some more SpyHunter taste in you, I'd still pick it up for a rental or so, but having it in your collection, not by much. I'm taking a lot of points off here. It's nowhere gonna get a high score as it did last time. I'm giving this a 4 out of 10 because the game was bad. Not the worst, but still bad. And that's it for part 2 of my remastered game reviews of SpyHunter Series Episode 5, Part 2 of 3. Next up, we got not the finale, where we're going to be taking a look at the SpyHunter game based on the movie starring Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock, that never saw light of day, called SpyHunter Nowhere to Run. How does this game fare? I mean, the movie was cancelled. How does the game fare? Well, you have to find out next, which is all I gotta say. If you like what you see here, you know the drill. Subscribe, like, comment down below. Join my Discord group, TTBurger Gamers United, my Facebook group, TTBurger Gamers Group, and like my Facebook page, TTBurger 8. And don't forget to check out Burgers and Fries Game Talk with a shake every Saturday, unless something comes up. Which all I gotta say is Tony. Peace out, have a good day, see you all in my review, my master review of SpyHunter Nowhere to Run, starring Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock.